Alright guys, Anthony coming at you with a little update video. I think it's time we finally went to my main PC build real quick. Yeah, just get right into it. I don't want this video to be too long. This is the Carbide Spec 2 Corsair case. I freaking love this case, especially compared to that other one. The Cooler Master case is really nice, but just like how on this one you can actually remove or reattach certain the little display fin things. It's awesome. On the other one, if you break it off, it's done. Like, you better hope you don't upgrade it or anything, because it's just in an open spot, which I guess isn't that bad, but it's just the way it looks, and it's like, I know it's there, but this just looks so much cleaner. Just the way the wiring is too, like, you can just, there's a bulge behind this with the other one, so you can actually tuck wires against the motherboard kind of right behind it, and zip tie it off and everything, and now everything's so much neater. This other one, there's some wires and stuff going across because it's a slightly smaller case, and then it's also a micro ATX board, so there's a lot more openings, but this is a full-size motherboard. We'll get to that in a second. So also, I like the cooling capacities of these things. There's 2 fans in the front. You can add 2 more fans up top, or do a CPU water cooler, which I'm actually going to do very soon. I'm going to get a Corsair water cooler. And then also there's an exhaust fan that came with it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I just love how everything has like grills over it that's removable, and you can actually get a canned air and go through it. This whole thing just pops off with this little lip. You just push it out. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to reattach all these cables again. But yeah, I mean, I really like this case, and I think I paid like 85, 90 bucks for it. I would do it every time if I had to, because this case is so worth it. And thank you for Austin Evans for showing in that one build, the Photon build, which is pretty much where this started at, the $500 Photon build. And you can see where it went to over there with the other computer. That's literally all the old stuff out of here. Literally the whole build, the old stuff's in there right now. So that's pretty much what it escalated to. And then yeah, now I'm over here with this whole setup. So next thing is the heart of the power, the Corsair CX750M, bronze certified. It's very nice for the money. I like the fact that you can unplug whatever you're not using and just store away. Like in my cabinet, I'm storing it right now. Everything else, I mean, it's very nice. I like this. Anyways, nothing really too much here, just power supply. Just the features of being able to unplug it's awesome. And it's pretty cost efficient. So next up, I think we'll talk about the RAM. It's the Corsair Vengeance. I like it a lot more than the PNY I have over there, just because the way it looks, the heatsink, and it's Corsair. So one more Corsair thing I have in here. Got Corsair RAM, Corsair fans, and the case. So anyways, next up is the cooler. I believe it's a deep cool. Well, it is deep cool, but I think it's the GAMAX 2.0. It has 8 copper pipes, 4 on each side. The fan that came with it, which is blue LED. The fans in the front are blue, and then the red one is the exhaust, which I think is pretty sick. But anyways, after going from stock cooler to this, huge improvement in the temperature in the CPU, like huge. And I even overclocked it from like the 3.9 base turbo clock to 4.3, and it runs smoothly, no issues, no like stuttering or anything, no warning lights or anything. It's running, I don't even know what the temperature is. I'll throw it up in the description below, but it's running a lot cooler than the stock cooler while being overclocked, which is awesome. I don't really overclock too much stuff. I boosted the RAM up a little bit, boosted the CPU up a little bit. So next up, I guess I should talk about the actual motherboard itself, which I probably should talk about second. But anyways, it's the Gigabyte GA-F2A88X-D3H. Going from a micro ATX board to this was a huge improvement for me. Just the capability of everything, being able to hook up 4 slots of RAM, and just the way everything's spaced out differently, how this is here, and I can actually hook up my wireless ASUS PCI Express slot, so when I go to my buddy's house, I don't have to run a LAN cable all the way through the freaking LAN Ethernet cable all the way to the freaking ceiling and route it through and all this other stuff every time, which got really annoying. But now I can just literally hook it up and hook the power up, hook the HDMI up, and we're good to go. Which I know it's not the best for gaming and everything, but I mean, we just have it with friends, having fun and everything. You don't really care about like every megabyte per second per se. So yeah, I mean, the next thing I have is just an HP Intel DVD writer, nothing really fancy. It's literally just a DVD writer. They're all literally the same for the most part. I want to get a Blu-ray one in the second slot eventually, but for now it doesn't really matter. Because I don't like keeping this thing on when I watch Netflix and stuff. I just use my laptop and use my HDMI cable, so it doesn't suck up my DTE bill any more than it has to. Next up is a 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive. I'm actually going to be getting a Samsung 1 terabyte SSD and probably a second 280 in the background very soon, just because I have all this nice stuff. I'd like to think it's nicer than what I had before, and I feel like this is bottlenecking my video editing performance just because of the write speeds. I think I'm getting like 15 to 20 megabytes per second write speeds, which is, it's not bad. I mean, it's pretty freaking good for a hard drive, but I mean, SSDs, like, blow this thing out of the water, so I really want to get on that. I put my other SSD in the other computer just because I was having issues formatting it, and I built the second computer out of like spontaneousness and getting another 32-inch TV. So anyways, let's just focus on this build, but just more to come from that. And then I guess last but not least, it would be the graphics card. So this started out with a 750 Ti for the 1 edition, which I could play everything I played for the most part, like League of Legends, Call of Duty Zombies, which was the main thing I really wanted to play, because on my laptop it always would crash or like be really laggy and stuff. Once I got the 750 Ti for the 1 edition, no lag. I could play on high settings. On Battlefield, I can play on medium and high settings. I had to tweak a couple of things. Runs smoothly fine. This, I can play everything on Ultra. It's a GeForce GTX 970. Just the reference card edition. Nothing crazy. This is way more than enough than what I need, but for now I just I mean, this is pretty much just what I have for now, for the most part. I might SLI it later, just for the yellow, but right now it's kind of overkill for what I'm doing. But I think it's a really nice graphics card, and I like the way it looks, how it looks like the Titan X and all that stuff, or the Titan at least. Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much my build, guys. So, sorry it probably wasn't the best quality, but I'm not fairly new. I've been doing this for like a year now, but I don't really know a lot about this. I haven't really tried overclocking that much. I did it with the RAM, like I said, the CPU, like I said, but I mean, there's programs that let you safely do it with the motherboard, so that's the only reason why I did it, because I knew the program would do it for me. So right now I have it at either 3.9 stock, or I can switch it to 4.1 for editing, or 4.3 for gaming. So it's pretty much how it's set up right now for 3 different settings, but yeah. That's pretty much it, guys, but overall, it's a freaking powerhouse for what I'm using it for. It's kind of overkill, but I know it's not crazy high-end, but I love it. It's pretty nice stuff. I was going to get the 980, but the 970 was overkill already, and getting the 980 would have been an extra $200 or $300 at Best Buy. And I did get this from Best Buy for like 400-something bucks, 450 I think, so yeah, good stuff, man. Well, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll post the 3D marks in the description below. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about the CPU. I'm fucking retarded. Wow. Literally the thing that does everything. I talked around the CPU. I didn't talk about the CPU. It's a AMD 860K. It's not really anything crazy special. I might have mentioned it earlier, actually. I don't know, did I? I don't know. Whatever, it's an 860K. It's nothing crazy. It's just a budget AMD graphics. Okay. It's time for me to go to bed. I just got off work. I should go play a couple games and go to bed, but yeah, for CPU, it's not bad. I'm gonna get an i7 soon and just slap this in the other build and call it a day. The other build's trying to turn into a really good second computer. I don't like this. I have a couple scratches on it. You can see that. Alright, well, anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll look forward to more epic videos. Hopefully a lot more zombie videos. My buddy can come over here and we'll play zombies a lot more. My roommate doesn't like playing zombies just because it's like keyboard and mouse, and I can't get an emulator for the controllers yet, but I do have 2 controllers, so it would work if I could figure out how. But if you know how, post in the description below, or not description below, the comments below, and I'd appreciate it, and peace. Oops, I also forgot to mention what I got going on at the actual desk itself. I got a Logitech, I think it's C210, it's a 720p dual microphone camera, the 32-inch 1080p TV, Logitech speaker system going, nothing really crazy. It's a 2.1 Xbox 360 USB controller. I got the Deathstalker keyboard, And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to throw this in real quick just so you guys know the accessories wise what I'm using. I can't really think of anything else. Oh, this Turtle Beach. Let's use this Mass BIOS out of this Turtle Beach right here. I forgot the exact model. It's a Z11, but I think it's like some X45 or something like that. Got it for like $60 from Best Buy. Don't really use it that much now since I got the headset going, or the microphone going on that, and that's actually pretty good. So yep, that's pretty much what I'm going right here, guys. And throw this in really quick at the end, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Peace.